You're watching and listening to The Daily Living Show with D. Elias.
So today on Daily Living, we're going out of town. We're headed to Hope, Arkansas. It's in Hempstead County. And there's a homeless shelter and soup kitchen there, plus a pantry. It's called Hope in Action. Paul, Helen, and Miss May, they're just awesome people. They've all been helping the community for 17 plus years, and people come from all over in need, anywhere from domestic to just passing through when they need a place to stay. So we're on our way to meet Paul, Helen, and Miss May, and to get an understanding of what they do for their community. So today on Daily Living, I'm in Hope, Arkansas, and we are at Hope in Action. Paul, Henley. Tell me, you're the founder of this, so if you would just tell me how this all got started.
Well, I'm one of the many founders of this, and it started back in 1982 as the Hempstead County Resource Council, which we came together with the Ministerial Alliance with the idea of trying to find one location. Instead of the homeless going to all the churches for help, they would go to one location and all the churches would help that one location, which ended up being Open Action. So in 1986 we actually started with our building, this is Open Action 2. We started at Open Action 1 with some rooms and an office, and we started there in 1986.
So from 1986 till today, how have you grown?
Well, obviously we're Open Action 2 here now, which so Open Action 1 is mainly where our food pantry is with May, and our transitional housing. We have some rent rooms there, low rent at that location. This is all emergency housing here with the soup kitchen and a women's shelter here, plus what else you got here? So we've grown considerably over those years.
Right. So speaking of you, I also had Miss Helen Byers. Helen, you have been here for 17 years.
Yes, 17 years.
So tell me a little bit about what you do on a daily basis.
Take care of people. That's what it amounts to. We have 10 rooms down here that when someone is homeless, they need a place to stay, they will come by and we put them in those rooms. We have, the initial stay is 3 days, or up to 3 days. We also have an 8-bedroom house for women that they can, if there's ladies that come in that need a place a little longer term, they're able to fill out an application and interviewed to see if this is a fit for them. And there they can stay up to 6 months. And then we have 3 little efficiency apartments here that at a nominal fee that most of the times those are people that kind of help out here, because we do serve meals every day. We serve everybody food. We do dinner at 5, and sometimes we have people from the community to come in and eat with us. So trying to keep it running is what I do every day.
Right. And I think it's important to mention, Ms. Helen, how much do you get paid for what you do?
Well, I get a high salary. We say we get zeros. Actually.
So your heart is in this, and you do this for just to help the community.
Yeah. I live here on the property too to help kind of oversee it day and night.
Right. Because this is 7 days a week.
Yeah, afraid so.
Yeah.
Yeah, with homeless, they don't have any certain time of the week that that's more prominent. You could get them any time. We don't take people at night unless a police call or it's a medical issue.
Right.
You know, but we do take them if that comes into play. You know.
Miss May, tell me a little bit about you. I know that you have been here for 21 years. Going on 21.
Let me tell you how I got started.
Okay.
Miss Helen Bearden was at that time, she was real involved in Open Action. And everybody knows Miss Helen Bearden. And she asked me one day, would I like to work at Open Action? I didn't even know what Open Action was at the time. And I had told my husband And I said, don't people, I see people I go to church with or at the grocery store, you know, but I would like to do something else. Well, we went to church that night, and I went to the altar and I prayed and I asked the Lord, would he help me? And I started out of the church, and Miss Helen stopped me, and she said, May, you want to try working at Helping Actions? I said, well, what would I do? She said, just love people. I said, oh, I can do that. I didn't know what I was saying, really, you know. But anyway, I started out. I started at 4 hours a day, and for, I guess, 5 days a week at that time, about 20 hours a week. And I did that for, I believe, for about a year and a half at least. And the woman that was the director at the time, she was grooming me to do something else, you know,
Right.
and then she left. And, so I started then, and I would do the food, and at that time we were paying light bills, gas bills, and a lot of other things. We helped with prescription medicine. That was before we had our Christian clinic here, and we would help with the emergency prescriptions.
Right.
And so a lot of things like that, and it just grew from that to, and there was times when I wish that I hadn't said that I could love people, because some of them not very lovable, but
Right.
but the Lord won't let me stop. I still love it.
And so your part in this is you run the pantry.
Mm-hmm.
And the pantry is open Monday through Thursday?
Right.
And what are the hours of the pantry?
9 to 4.
9 to 4.
I close for an hour for lunch, and I have to restock.
Right.
So that's what I do.
And speaking of the stocking, what businesses help you on a regular basis?
Well, we've got about 3 anonymous people. They help me, Glory, and
Right.
they really help. Every week they bring me food. And then several of the churches, they are very good at bringing me food. And then a lot of the grocery stores, they'll have food drives for me. A lot of the businesses in town.
Right.
And, right now, the word has got out that July was really rough, you know. The kids were still out of school,
Right.
and people were on vacation and all, and it was real rough. And but the word got out, and now the food is coming in from people that have never given me food before.
Right.
So we're doing pretty good right now. But the more food that we get in, the more people that
Right.
we have.
Word gets out.
Yeah, a lot of new ones coming in.
Right. The holidays are coming on. So what could the community do to help Miss Helen, you, as far as the homeless shelter for the holidays?
Well, holidays is always kind of rough. Food-wise, we do pretty good most of the time. Like, especially, we try to do a little bit extra, especially around Christmas time, because, you know, there's children.
Right.
And we have the house for women, and what we try to do with the women is give them a basket with most of the toiletries we take for granted at our house,
Right.
such as shampoo and body wash and conditioner, those kinds of things. And a big deal is like deodorant, things like that, if they don't have a job or don't have any income. But we try to do that for them at Christmas. And we always have a party, you know, you got a party,
Right.
everybody come. But, and a lot of times you have a pretty big influx of people around that time. There's usually a lot of issues around the holiday time.
So as far as the soup kitchen here goes, the people who are living on the premises, they eat first, and then if there's food left over, someone can come in from the outside.
Yes, we have people here every day to eat that's not staying here.
Right.
But we say open action people first.
Right.
But you really don't turn anybody down.
Not unless we run out of food. We run out of food, we'll say, you know, I'm sorry, this is it.
Right.
I mean, you can look, and lots of times, the things that we have out here, they can come in here at any time and get something to snack on or whatever. So even if they can't eat, if we don't run out very rarely, but if that happens, then they can choose some of the things that are in these refrigerators here to take with them.
Right. Paul, what kind of services, is there any services that you provide for the people that are living here?
Well, I know Helen does a job. We don't have really a person set up for that. To help people find jobs. We have a van that'll take them to work. provide transportation. We usually will provide one-way tickets out of town. Folks, we usually don't buy round trips, but
Right.
we do buy, we send them on Amtrak as a way that they can get out of town if they need to go
Right.
somewhere. We've paid for tickets there, so we've done a little bit of everything. If they really have a need and they get to us, we'll see if we can help them with their
Right.
situation.
How can the community help build hope in action and make sure that all of the people in the community are taken care of?
We know we talk about food, we spend very little money on food because we have so much donations from within the community with different events. We had one big event that we've had recently was the Lions Club provided a fish fry for open action, and there was a tremendous turnout
Oh, wow.
in the community with all the proceeds going to open action. So the community is always involved in what we're doing. And when May puts out the word that we're low of food, it starts coming in from all the good folks. And all the churches that have supported us over the years, constantly, every month, providing money. And individuals, once they find out that we really need a particular food or a particular need, it'll pop up. For some reason, I know Helen's got contacts with folks that she,
Right.
if we really get in dire need, she runs up a flag and says, we need this.
And here it comes.
Here it comes.
We do get a lot of people that support us.
I know another one you said, of course, Tyson's is big here, and they also supply food.
We get from Tyson once a month, and they get to May, and she gives it out in the community.
We also, the Southern Bakery, they help us out a lot.
Right.
Super One Foods is always good to us. And we've just been able to, we got a small grant through Blue and You, which is from Blue Cross and Blue Shield, provided us some money to buy a walk-in cooler.
Oh,
Nice
wow.
place, and we just got that in operation, so when we were getting all the food that normally would perish on us, we're able to save it, and May's able to give it out, so that makes it go a little bit farther, so
Really good.
that's really been an asset that just popped up this summer.
There's not a whole lot within Southwest Arkansas of communities like this, like you guys, that are trying to help the homeless and people who are, maybe their house burnt down or they're just down on their luck. So you guys are one of the few in this area that are trying to help people that are in need. Is there a lot, do you see a lot of people coming from other communities, connecting cities and towns here because there is no other place?
Oh, definitely. Most of them are not. We do have serve a lot from Hope, but we do serve a lot from the surrounding counties. Texarkana, Howard, Nevada, just anywhere around here. You
Right.
have those people that are in need.
I live in Sevier, and there's not anything like it in Sevier County as well. It's, hopefully we can get more shelters like this to help people that are down on their luck. I know you said some of it is they have lost their home or whatever. Drugs plays a role in this.
Yes, we do deal with a lot of different things, but a long time ago, it's like the Lord told me to look at the people and not what they do. So, you don't want to have that going on here.
Right.
You deal with a lot of it all the time. You try to control the environment around here, but I'm not going to say you never have an issue, because you always do.
Right.
But we're very well supported from the law enforcement or the people in this community. If I call, they'll be here to help with whatever the need is. But you have the wide gamut of problems, from just displaced because of a job, or displaced because of a family issue, or just, there's a lot of people just traveling through.
Right.
Just want to get, matter of fact, this week I had a couple here, and they said they stole a bike. Thought, wow, but some of those things happen.
They stole the bike to get
Stole
here.
a bike in this city and was caught. So interesting things happen all the time.
Right.
But we do a lot of helping them with, like he said, medical appointments. And matter of fact, I've got a lady right now waiting for me to come and pick her up at a medical appointment. But I mean, we really serve a lot of services, and I have a couple of people that help us, that volunteer to help us, and they will help with Social Security cards. You know, you can't get a job without a Social Security card. You can't get housing without a birth certificate. And those
Right.
kind of issues that we take for granted, most of us, that is a real need as far as the homeless population is.
Right. Because they don't have that.
They don't, a lot of them don't have that.
Right.
Mine's been stolen, or mine's here, or I can't get it, or those kind of things. So we
Right.
try to help them retrieve those IDs that they need.
Is there anything that you can add, Ms. May, as far as the pantry? Is there anything that you're in need of right now?
Peanut butter. No, any kind of canned meat. Right now, I am low on just canned vegetables. I get a lot of green beans and corn, a lot of that. But it's just, I'll get just a few cans of like canned potatoes or mixed vegetables or peas, things like that. But it doesn't take long for it to go. So you know, if people could just give me more of a variety, you know, of canned vegetables, that would be good.
I like that the churches and the community pull together to help y'all make this success.
Yes, we couldn't do it without, I really appreciate it.
Right.
And I do have some, there's a couple of churches in Dulaney County. We serve most of Hempstead County, but there's some that from the other counties that,
Right.
you know, there's a lot of them that, if they come from the Prescott area, I know that there's a food bank over there, you know, so I'll give them food then, but I'll say next time, try to.
Right. Right.
A lot of the, so many of the churches, you know, if they know we have a need, or they'll say, give me a call, we need something, and we just couldn't do it without them.
Right.
I might mention that we do a tremendous job of knowing who we're dealing with. Everybody has to check in and fill out a form so we know where they're from and what they need and who they are.
Right.
So we do receive several grants, and grants really count on us providing good records.
Right.
And our records indicate for the last few years, we've been coming in contact with around 5,000 people a year. Now, about half and half are local and half from passing through or from
Right.
Henley. So, but our records are excellent. You know, we were able to sit down and see where people are coming from and who we're helping and on a regular basis.
Right. To help make sure everyone stays safe. Very good.
One thing we also do is when they come in here, we call the local police department and see if there's any outstanding warrants or anything on anybody. So we kind of know who's here too.
Absolutely. Well, everybody can sleep easy at night. Okay. Paul, is there anything else that you can think of?
I was going to mention, you mentioned the burnout a minute ago. We do have one FEMA trailer here that, you know, FEMA had trailers here in Hope several
Right.
years ago. We bought one and put it out here, and it's designed just for burnout families. And we haven't used it lately, have we? So if a family is burnt out, we've got a place to put them up until they
Good
get back
deal.
on their feet. So that's,
Good
those
deal.
FEMA trailers really came in handy there.
And we will also post the contact information to get a hold of your office if someone has going through some really hard times and need the assistance of Hope in Action. And along with the Facebook page, I think that you had, Ms. May, that you wasn't aware of.
Eugene does.
So thank y'all very much. You guys are doing such a good service for the community and for the surrounding communities, because there's just not anything like that hardly within this area, especially the rural areas. So what y'all are doing is just a great service for everybody involved. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks for helping us out here, get the word out.
Absolutely. Please support our sponsor, renovationtea.com. You'll find a large variety from daily to specific herbal remedy teas, all certified organic and fair trade. Use DL10 to get a 10% discount. You can find details in the description below. If you like what I'm doing, Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss an episode.